Got it. Good evening, everyone. It's 6:31 p.m. on Thursday, November 10th. I would like to call the Conservation Commission meeting to order. First step is roll call, and just say here, Chris Shipper here, Linda Andros,
Here.
John Fusick,
Fusick here.
Susan Schweitzer,
Here.
Marty McLaughlin
Here.
here, and then three attendees, Pam Flynn, Tiger Mann, and Robin Bates Mason, who I think is in Town Hall. Got it. All right. I'd like to approve the meeting minutes of October 13th. Were they distributed? I actually
No.
no, they didn't come out. All right, I'll follow up on that. We'll move forward on the agenda then.
All right.
We'll start with, as always, Sustainable New Canaan. Robin, do you have any updates you'd like to share or any needs or requirements from the Conservation Commission?
No, we're working on the swap shop, so we haven't done much else, but once that's done, we can work on it. The only thing that was, I don't know if this applies so much to Sustainable Connecticut, but was at Planet New Canaan, we've had people come up to us asking how they buy a transfer station pass. We've directed them to newcanaan.info, and also on our webpage at the bottom, there's a direct link to purchase the permit. Some board members were interested if it would be okay if we purchase QR code. It's about $20 a month that would directly link to the transfer station pass. And I don't know if I need to get the okay from Tiger or Don Smith or Conservation Commission, if that's okay for us to do, because of course we're not the town.
What are you asking, Robin?
We're looking to pay for a QR code that we could put up at the transfer station, maybe other places, to directly link to get the transfer station pass, if that's okay to do.
Where would it direct them to?
It's direct them to right to the link where within the town website where for the transfer station permit.
All right, so you're just buying the QR code, and then when they click on that, it opens up the.
Yeah, it goes right to the link.
How much does that cost?
It's $20 a month.
Okay, that's fine with me. It's a great idea.
Well, I just, it's not, we're technically not, so I didn't want to. All right, thank you. That's it then.
That sounds good. Okay, from the sustainability.
You get my email about the additional recommendations for the sustainable, for the equity project.
No, when was it sent?
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
Do you know which? Well, I'll email you because I didn't receive it.
Okay, I'll resend it. There were some of the people that were on that original call made some recommendations. So I'll send it to you again.
Thank you.
All right, Robin, thank you for that. And congrats on your Swap Shop podcast.
Oh, that was.
I hope that'll go well. That's in the distance. I see our first selectman. Hello, Kevin.
The Conservation Commission is not in the room.
Yes, we're in Zoom world right now. So.
Yeah, we're virtually around the world.
Right. Robin, that's great. Linda, is there a follow-on next step on the Quiet Neighborhoods program?
Well, that was also in an email to Robin, so that she must not have gotten that. I did meet with Kim, Kim Norton, which I also sent to you, for some of her suggestions. So we need to follow up with her.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that we might have a chance in the coming, just after Thanksgiving and before Christmas to set some time aside.
Right.
Okay.
Right. We need to. But we just need to talk to. January again.
Okay. Let me just go forward. I believe we'll get our river testing results or talk in December. Linda, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
The native tree planting program, the ARPA funds for townwide green canopy. John, I know you were interested in that. Tiger, I think that program is moving forward.
Yes.
Got it.
Right now, we're still working with, oh gosh, the Beautification League on the South Avenue one. And then we're going to put together a little committee with the Conservancy as well, and probably hire a local landscape architect to help us with trees in Waveney and then elsewhere in the parks. So
Great.
we got split funds, right? So we're looking to do both. I think the road one is well on its way, and we need to kind of start pushing the park one.
Got it. Got it. Well, I'll make sure that Bristow Park has a room for a few trees as well. So,
I'm sure you will.
Robin, I think on the food scraps recycling program, I know the podcast said that's going at about 1,500 pounds a week. Are there any other news there?
Oh, sorry, I haven't actually listened to the podcast yet. No, I think unless I'm wrong, I think it's still averaging about 1,000 a week. Like to get it.
We're about 1,000 a week. We'd like to get to 1,500.
Got it.
1,500 is the number that we would like to hit. That would be that's the number. So we need a little bit more involvement from everyone, and I think we can get there. We've been holding steady at 1,000 for a while, which is great. We just need a little bit more involvement, and we can get over the top.
Is there any steps that we can take to support or increase? My guess is it's 1,000 pounds and it's about 200 residents who are doing it. Is there any program we can take to increase the number of residents participating?
I think it just comes down to awareness and a willingness to participate, to be honest. And I think the more we tout the fact that it's there and increase some more recycling efforts at the transfer station, I think that'll help. I think just as people start to become more aware, I think we'll get there. But we grew right up to 1,000. We're holding steady right around 1,000. We've been holding there for a while, and we just need some more people to participate, and I think we'll get there.
Okay. Well, if there are any thoughts about how we can help bump that up, if there's any vehicles of awareness or maybe there's steps to take on site to improve awareness, would be helpful. Anything, and we're open to suggestions because it is a great program, and we've got it up and running. So it's just a matter of utilizing capacity.
Yeah, I've been looking at a couple of online sites that help raise recycling awareness, like recycling drives and kind of a recycling week, so to speak. And if I could get something that, I'll do that.
Okay.
Get that. Then I thought we could get that out on social media, turn that around, and I think that would help get us there.
Got it. Well, I think DPW has been pretty strong in social media. I mean, with the leaf removal messaging and other programming. So maybe there's a chance to jump in on some of those messages or add that into the messaging profile.
I just want more people to follow. If they follow us, more people follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I think we'll get there.
Okay.
Every single time I tweet or post something on Instagram, I seem to grab a couple more followers. So I think it's helpful.
Well, I'll be following you. I didn't know you were there.
Yes, hashtag New Canaan DPW. is
Okay.
Twitter. And then Instagram, I'll look up and I'll let you know.
I don't do Twitter, but you're on Instagram.
Well, I'll find the Instagram one for you. What I post on Twitter, I post on Instagram. It's the exact same message, just with pictures. So I'll let you know what it is in a moment.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Tiger.
Welcome.
I'm not sure whether we should do a solar power update. I understand all the challenges of trying to report against the original goals, but I think it would be great for the residents of the town to understand how many kilowatt hours solar we've generated, you know, they can apply their own economics to it, but just the simple fact that we are, you know, utilizing the sun in our capital is helping bring down our operating costs is a great message. And is a way to support that kind of investment. So at some point there's got to be a way to promote that.
Yeah, I mean, on our website, they can go and see it, and you can actually click on to every site that we have, right? And you can actually watch it, how it's generating of the day.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find my report from last month, but it hasn't really changed much other than, you know, our carbon footprint's gotten a little bit smaller and, you know, things of that nature, but we haven't put any new systems online, but we are looking, like we had said, every time we change over a roof, we're looking to do that. Once we finish the playhouse, we'll be looking to hopefully put something up there as well. So we're you know, we're still, you know, Kevin's still wanting us to push forward, and I think it's a great idea. So we're trying our best.
Right. Well, it's really great town leadership there. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I think Swap Shop update, it looks like going live in a week or two, right?
Recording in progress.
Yeah. So, it, I don't know if that's, I don't think.
Oh, you're getting that
I
echo.
think that's you, Robin.
Right. I think, okay. So sorry, Robin, just in the next week or two, it's online?
Yeah, and it was off.
I think it's your system that's causing the
Yeah,
echo.
Robin, I think the
Supposed to be on the
feed,
17th next week, Chris, be a soft opening.
Got it. 17th. Well, that'll be a big day.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Tiger, the whole team on getting that up and running.
Okay.
And I can't wait to empty my garage out.
yeah, me too.
All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Somebody's still got
Robin's gonna have
back
to put on mute. Tiger, just a quick one on the GreenLink efforts. I'm not sure whether it's still at Department of Transportation where we stand on
The permitting, yeah, the permitting for, excuse me, the permitting for the first link, for the first phase of it is with the encroachment permit. That would be from Park Street to Bristow itself.
right?
And the surveyor was out on the second part from Bristow to Gower. He started his surveying effort last week before. So he'll finish up his survey and then go into the office and start his design work and go from there. And then we'll be looking at, it's about a month in the design. So I figure December timeframe, we might have something to look for the second phase, so to speak. And then we'll have to start garnering residential input from some other town bodies and then go from there.
Right.
Yeah, Susan, my Instagram is New Canaan DPW, all one word. If you want to follow us on that, and you won't miss anything because everything's posted twice.
New Canaan DPW, that was Linda
That's
requested. it.
correct. Thanks. Sorry, Linda. Sorry.
Tiger, is it my understanding also that the GreenLink sidewalk construction would have to be approved by the police commission?
Let me see. Yeah, we usually bring a new sidewalk to them.
Okay,
And given all of the traffic concerns that we've had on that curve,
Mhm.
they have expressed a vested interest in that as well.
Okay.
And then we would definitely have to go back to the DOT for an encroachment permit there. DOT traffic would have to review, and then DOT permitting the road maintenance.
Got it. Okay, if there's an opportunity to, if needs to go through the police commission and there's a review, I would certainly like to attend that.
Certainly, I'll let you know when we get to that point, what we'll be doing is, we do an in-house review and then we'll send it around to others
Okay,
for review. And then when it goes to the town bodies, I'll certainly let this body know where we're going.
great. Okay. Tiger, thank you for, again, helping us, get the tax mailer insert produced. Linda, thank you for the text that you wrote on that. That'll go out, I guess, in the December mailer, about 3,500 pieces. That's just, I was intrigued that, we no longer do a mid-year tax mailer to everyone. We simply do it for the automotive.
That's
So we-
correct. It's a July and then a mid-year automotive. I emailed with Rosanna earlier today and she's all poised to go. So
So when does it go out?
it'll go out, it's supposed to go out in the first week of December, but if she's ready to go and we're ready to go, they can start to put it together and it might go out a little bit earlier than that.
Oh, okay,
I would tell everybody to probably look at it around Thanksgiving or the first week of December.
Right.
so if we're directing people to the new Planet New Canaan, we need to get something, I guess, talk to them about what they're putting on their website.
Got it. Yeah, we should make sure that they also have the messages on their website as well.
Right, right. And so I'll talk to them and be sure that put the presentation. Do you think the presentation on there and some other information?
Sure.
I'll talk about what they can put on there. That's good.
Okay, and we'll have it on the Conservation Commission website as well.
Right, right.
Okay. Just moving on to item number 5. Bristow.
I have a quick question about the tax mailer.
Yes.
Do you have any idea about, and you probably the town does not have this because they don't probably keep track of how many householders actually receive that mailer and how many householders receive those tax mailers in with their taxes, which don't ever come to them. They
Right.
go to the mortgage companies or whatever, and they just get thrown away.
Well, the ones that go, the mid-year one, this one, the December one is all motor vehicles. So the majority of them will go to the resident itself. I mean,
Oh,
obviously.
that's a good answer. Thank you.
It's the July one where if like you said, if you got an escrow account, it's going to your bank, right?
Right, right. I mean,
but-
I've never seen one of these tax mailers ever.
Well, this is the first time we've put it in with the car mailer, so maybe it'll show up, Susan.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. On Bristow, the believe it or not, the budgeting process already begins. I believe that for Bristow, the capital plan, I think would be the 4th year, would be the final amount that was planned of 97,500, and you can see there are a series of pieces of work that need to be done. I think that there will be a process probably with Tiger and Parks to refine that number and see whether we can bring it down a little bit. I do think it would be great for the town and great for Bristow and great for the Conservation Commission if the Bristow Park Centennial Master Plan came in, ahead of schedule and below budget, if we can do it. So 97.5 was the amount originally put through in the plan and would complete it. And I've listed a few of the items that still need to be done. But I think we have to put that down as a marker, and I think that can be refined and possibly some savings made in that total spend.
Yeah, I asked Keith and Bill to do the exact same thing. Take a look and see if there's some cost savings in there, because I agree with it. I mean, we're going to be 1 year ahead of schedule in essence, but it would be nice to be under budget as well. So.
Yeah, and I just wanted to make sure we had these items down because signage and some of the softer scape items are important to get it all set up for the centennial. So you have that information. As far as the phases are concerned, we've made great progress this year There's a little more effort to go in the Wildflower Meadow. The pavilion, I hope, is still scheduled for construction in February 2023, next year. The whole pad is in place.
Right, I haven't gotten an update from Country Carpenters, but I'll reach out to them and make sure that they're, that we're in the queue. This would be about the time when we would start entering the queue,
Right.
actually into construction of the
Mhm.
units and then shipped to us. So I'll reach back out to them and make sure that we're still where we were supposed to be.
Much appreciated. Just so you all know that the bird blind platform is now in, and it should be constructed over the next probably within the next 3 to 4 weeks. That'll be installed and finish off that trail. There is a Centennial Committee being organized, but has not yet met. And that's really to work on the planning about 1.5 years, 2 years out for the event that'll take place on September 8th, 2024. Just quickly down the line there, the fernery maintenance is currently covered by the Friends of Bristow. The railroad trail lookout was recently planted and looks great. I'm still anxious about the Mead Park access way to Bristow Park entrance, Tiger. I know that there's some planning work being done, but I don't know what the status of that is.
So I got a proposal from Keith Simpson Associates for the work. It was approved by the first selectman since it was a contract under $10,000. So he's been released. We did increase the scope slightly since the walkway will be going past one of the baseball fields. We've asked them to help us with accessibility issues to the bleachers and the dugout and the field itself.
Oh.
So, but that's a minor little scope change. But since we're coming through that, we might as well tackle that entire portion. They've given me they basically said it's going to be a little bit more of an effort than they had originally anticipated, only because of the wall and the embankment. So to try to come up with a proper treatment of the embankment and make it a nice entrance in, that effort or that expense will be a little bit larger than they had originally anticipated. But I told them that I'd like to see this thing move forward and plan to have it in the parks budget for this year for the 23-24 year. So I'm waiting for them to get a little bit more diligent into it, and then they're going to give me a cost estimate for construction.
Got it. And I think that the Parks and Rec Commission approved this or unanimously supported improving this with John Howe weighing in as well. So
They are in favor of it. Yeah, that's correct. So it does have the weight of the commission behind it. So we'll just wait for the plan. I'm hoping to do the plan now through the winter/spring and prepare for a summer construction, provided that it makes it through the budget process.
got it. Okay. I think I'll just pass the duplicate CD points there, other than I think we have a trail cam or a game cam, John. You're muted.
So, yeah, we do. And I've been trialing it here to make sure I have all the kinks out of it in terms of, getting the uploads and downloads from it, since the idea is you just walk up to it in the park and be able to download from there. So I think I have the kinks out of that now. So I actually was planning on doing that Labor Day tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have something, something back next month.
Right, that'd be great. I'm sort of anxious to see if there are more deer in there because the fencing is up, and it would be great if we could push the deer out of the park for a little bit while all the new planting is in. So
Yeah.
be good to have. Okay.
There are all of these smart cameras now that capture the birds that come to the feeders.
That would be neat.
Yeah, I'll send you guys links to those. So
This isn't specifically designed for birds, so I don't know that it would do
No,
that.
no.
But, well, there will be room for multiple.
but these are the smart bird feeders, they call them. So you can capture it and then look at it on your iPhone.
Interesting. So it just works off of, we need good wireless service in Bristow Park to make it work.
Yeah, I'll have to look further into it. I am probably you do, but I don't know if you have to maybe sell, because I can't imagine bird feeders having to work off the Wi-Fi.
Right.
Maybe down, I'll look into it.
It's probably local too. It probably downloads it locally. But anyway, we'll take a look at it. That sounds
Yeah.
good, Linda. Thanks.
Okay. Just shifting now to open space and, sorry, I should say, are there any further questions or points to be made about the Bristol Park program? No, okay. I'll keep going. I do think that 2023 will be a big year for the Conservation Commission to help work with planning and zoning and build out the conservation side of the plan of conservation and development. I'm not proposing that we discuss it in this meeting, but I think that will probably be our one of our key activities in 2023. Getting more involved in thinking through that, and probably starting with a review of the 2014 plan, and then organizing a roundtable on conservation, and try to get some town thought leaders, probably from the Conservancy and garden organizations, to start building up our thinking on what we'd like to see in the next 10-year plan. I also think that as a commission, we'll probably be looking at a way to see a more sustainable funding mechanism for the land acquisition fund that's been in place now for several years. And that will also be part of, I think, part of our challenge in 2023. Anybody? I'm sorry, anybody comments on that, or open up for discussion? Okay. And then just finally, for your purposes, I've laid out the Conservation Commission budget estimate for 23-24. This process has now started. We will continue to support the Sustainable Connecticut Silver accreditation effort in whatever mechanisms are required, whether it's programming or what have you. That's a consistent message for us until we get to silver accreditation. Robin, I don't know whether or not there'll be a call on those funds, but I want to make sure that we back up your efforts.
So what we will need to do, because all the accreditations for the program, educational programs, have to be done within the year that you put in your application, just starting in January. We'll do, it's a little harder that the library, well, they'll be opening up again in February and hopefully helping with programs again, but we'll just need to do 3 educational programs. I mean, quite often we, sometimes we need to pay a speaker, sometimes we don't. So, but that's what we will need to do. And then I can look through after the swap shops open, I can look through the application again and see what else we possibly.
Right. So we've always been in a position to try to support whatever efforts are needed there. So that's currently in there. The river testing, I think, Linda, is consistent with where we've been in the last 3 years as well.
I think so. Let me check back on my numbers. I think it's a little more if we include the high school, because it costs us more to have them do the pond testing.
Right. The whole from town center all the way down to the Norotan River entrance there. Okay.
So I'll you on that.
Okay. And then because 2023 will be a year to focus on open space mapping and plan of conservation development, a $10,000 marker has been set there. That would probably be supplemented in a big way by what planning and zoning needs to invest in pulling the plan together. And then lastly, and this is a marker, Tiger. I'm starting to think more seriously about Bristol Park maintenance as a ongoing program, and I simply sketched out the kind of maintenance activities that are there. If the challenge I have is that Parks and Rec doesn't directly manage the bird sanctuary. That's managed by the Conservation Commission, but there isn't a specific line item for Bristow activities. So I put that marker in there, and I would be happy to learn whether I need that there or whether Parks Department will be able to take these programs on, and therefore it gets adjusted within their budget or within their programming. But it doesn't look to me that I'm looking for anything new other than the potential for selective trail gravel trop dressing. Everything else is within the normal scheme of parks maintenance.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at it. We don't normally specifically budget for any one park, so. But I can certainly look at, we can certainly look at what additional things you're looking at and then figure that out.
Right, and this is simply to say, this is fairly minimal. I don't think a fairly minimal amount of maintenance. The park is designed that way. But it still needs to be, programmed and done, so.
Okay.
That's where we stand right now, so. It is now 6:02.
702 in New York.
702.
Connecticut.
7:02, sorry, 7:02 in New Canaan.
And, yeah,
I will open it up to any other issues or discussion points, but otherwise I would move to adjourn.
The only other thing I'd suggest, Chris, is remind people of everyone of the Land Trust upcoming meeting, although I forget the date off the top of my head.
I think it's the 15th,
The 15th of this month, yeah.
right, is the Land Trust annual meeting. And I think they have a pretty interesting speaker coming to talk as well. So thank you for that reminder.
Yeah.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
adjourn.
Thank you all.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Thank you all for that. Pam,
Hi,
thank you so
thank
much for
you.
setting everything up.
All right, thank you.